Okay, we're live.
We're
All
live
right,
now.
we are live. Today is the 17th of March at 7:33 p.m. Motor Vehicle Subcommittee. Let's see, we are streaming. All right, so we only have 3 bills tonight and we're going to try to meet tomorrow morning. Let's just go ahead and start. All of you should have gotten the bills. HB 222 is the first one. This is Delegate Parrott's bill. We passed last year. The fiscal note is pretty much eliminated. Let me just double check it.
Is this identical to what we passed before?
No, it's a little bit different in that the fiscal note is reduced, right, Patrick?
Did you send a new agenda?
Yeah, you should have gotten it in your email about 40 minutes ago. There's only 3 bills, 222, 193, and 847. That's it.
The fiscal note did go down. I think the analysis just changed, so I don't think it's due to anything we did. But the Delegate David Fraser Doggo, excuse me, I'm tired, is correct that there is something missing from last year, and that's the amendment that the subcommittee put on it. I'll read it to you. This paragraph establishes the policy of the state and guidance with respect to the rules of the road, and a person may not be issued a citation for a violation of this paragraph. So there's no citations on this. That's how it went out last year, and you'd have to add the amendment this year to make it identical.
We need the amendment this year, just to make sure
Okay.
there are no problems on the House floor. We have to have that amendment or this bill.
I move the amendment.
Okay.
Second.
Second. All those in favor of the amendment signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, on the bill as amended.
Move the bill. Second.
Any discussion? Patrick, this is bill with this amendment is exactly the same way we passed it out last year with the reduction of the fiscal note because they did a better evaluation. I can't bring up the fiscal note. It looks to me, I don't know why my computer, but it looks like it's 30,000. But my computer is kind of wonky, so.
30,000, yes.
Okay,
1 year, 30,000, that's it.
okay. Okay, so we have a first, we have a motion to move favorably. We have a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay. House Bill 222 has been voted out favorably. House Bill 193.
Golf carts.
Again, I'm having trouble getting to my second screen. I don't know why I have to reboot, but this is the Dorchester golf cart bill. Patrick, can you go over? Again, I'm sorry, I can't. Let me try to see if I can get on in another way.
Well, this is in this basically the same posture as some of the previous bills we've done for the Eastern Shore and one little area in St. Mary's County. There's no state roads in this area. This is on Hooper's Island and Taylor's Island. Where does that go?
It's on an island.
Yeah, they're island peninsulas. I've never been there. Maybe Delegate Jacobs knows better, but I think there's a slight difference actually in that this allows them on roads only 30 miles an hour and over. I think the other ones are 35, so it's a little stricter probably. But says a person can operate a golf cart on a county highway on Hooper's Island or Taylor's Island without registration. It's the same language basically. To be between dawn and dusk, 30 miles an hour maximum speed limit for the road. Golf cart has to be equipped with proper lighting devices approved by MVA, and they have to keep the golf cart as far to the right of the roadway as possible, and they have to be licensed to drive. And then the county council can designate the county roads on which people can take the golf carts.
But it limits it to Hooper's Island and Taylor's Island, of which Jay, I mean, I'm sure that population is like very small.
Very small.
Okay. And just for the committee's edification, traditionally we've pushed back on some of these golf cart bills over the years. Specifically, I think one of the main reasons, at least the main reasons I can speak for me, that got a little freaked out is a few years ago, there was one specifically for Harvard to Grace, but it was to allow larger golf carts that could hold 10 or 12 people. And it was in Harvard to Grace, like on a Saturday. And there was just some kind of concern that if there was an accident, a lot of people would get hurt. In this situation, what we're talking about doing for some of these golf cart bills is if they're like in a retirement community or out in the middle of nowhere where we're not worried about any of that stuff. That's what we're talking about with this one.
There no
Delegate Foley, did I see your hand up? Did you have your hand up? Or not anymore?
I think you're
I have my hand up.
Yeah, I was going to ask, there are no amendments?
No.
I'm sorry, Jay has his hand.
Yeah, Jay.
Yeah, I have my hand up. One thing, this is a priority bill for Dorchester County government. This was their priority bill that they sent over this year. These are two islands that are very sparse in population. I think it's more getting around from the boat ramp to boat ramp more than anything else. And the only thing that I've heard, Dave, that you may want to consider, I don't care one way or the other, you may want to put an amendment in that says electric only.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think the other thing that we need to do is make sure it limits it to these golf carts. Is it anywhere in the bill, Patrick, that limits it to the size? I don't want a 15-passenger golf cart, like a 4-passenger golf cart, and nothing larger and electric.
Well, the other one, you might want to consider that for all of them at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, a golf cart's not an 8-person thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Maybe a
don't know
4.
how big they can get. I don't know how big they can get, but
Yeah.
Well, there's 4 people in a golf foursome, so.
It's the larger ones. Most of them are 2.
I don't play golf. I don't know. I just want to make sure we're not putting 6 or 7 people or 8 people in these things.
No, there's
Well,
no
a lot
golf
of
carts. Wouldn't be golf carts.
A lot of these recreational converted golf carts have a front seat and a back seat that faces the opposite way. If you see them in these retirement communities, they're kind of modified for, not for playing golf, but where the golf bags used to be, there's a seat. So there's typically a seat that faces forward and a seat that faces backwards. It holds like 4 adults or maybe, 5 if you got a little kid or something. But if a golf cart is a golf cart, and those bigger ones are really not golf carts.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we're clearly defined in them.
But I think the one thing that we should consider is making sure they're electric.
I agree. Patrick, is that something we can write up now and just?
You can
vote
do
out?
it by concept, sure.
Okay.
I move that. We
I
make it
second.
full electric.
I second that.
Okay. All those in favor of the amendment that stipulates that the golf cart must be electric signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions on the bill as amended?
Move favorable.
Second.
Okay, on the bill as amended, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, we're good. The next bill we have is, let's see here, HB 487. So we did the broad strokes earlier so that we could save a little time so people could go eat dinner. I think we are ready to go. We've heard from all the parties. Delegate Foley, you have all the amendments ready. Do we need to move all of those amendments in one fell swoop?
Well, Mr. Chair, they're all one amendment. So what was distributed to the committee, I believe, is the bill with all the amendments in it. So the bill itself now is the amendment. Am I right about that, Patrick?
I think that's.
No.
No.
It amends, it's a pretty hefty amendments, but then.
Yeah.
Full bill.
Well, but I mean, it's incorporated in the bill.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. It's
And we
so,
sent Molly sent the reprints out to everybody
right.
an hour and a half ago.
Yeah. So, and it's
So-
what we outlined earlier in the amendments.
Do we need to go? Okay, so is everybody, we talked about this earlier. Is it one amendment that we're moving, Patrick? I'm sorry, my screen is locked up. I can only see if I would have to shut down in order to use my computer for anything else. Is it just,
You can just move the amendments, yeah.
okay.
So moved.
And,
Second.
Delegate Boyce had a question. You sure? Okay. So on the amendments, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? Wonderful. Okay, on the bill, are there any?
Move favorable.
Second.
Okay. Not seeing any questions. All those in favor of the favorable signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? You have a bill, Delegate Foley.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, great.
This was Delegate Foley's easy bill.
Yeah, this was the easy bill.
This, just to be clear, Brooke, this is the bill that I said, oh, this shouldn't be too hard.
This will be a breeze. This will be so easy. I'm going to give you this bill. You'll just be able to pass
which is
it.
probably one of the reasons why, all that on my top of my head is gone now. But with that said, so please, everyone, keep on your email. We're planning on meeting tomorrow morning if we can at 10. We're not sure that's going to happen because Natural Resources is meeting. So now that we have these done, I have to go over and talk with Dana and compare his agenda to our new agenda for tomorrow and kind of juggle some time slots.
Because he was